Yeah.
My favorite.
It's Judd's Hockey Show.
And welcome into Judd's Hockey Show. Summer doldrums? You're kidding me, right? There's never doldrums here at Judd's Hockey Show. Jessi Pierce, of course, does work, covers the Wild for NHL.com. Also co-host of the Bardown Beauties podcast. If you're not listening to it, check that out. AJ Fredrickson, and of course yours truly, Judd. And we are going to get to today's assignment, which really is a collaborative effort on the people to my right and left. But first of all, I want to talk to you about an effort that is probably one of the great efforts in town when it comes to restaurants. That's our friends at Parlor. Been telling you for a long time now about the Parlor down West 7th from what's now going to be Grand Casino Arena. That's outstanding. I've been there a couple of times. Of course, there's one in the North Loop, but the new one in Excelsior, I mean, we are in the heart of summer, which means it's the heart of like lake season, going out on Lake Minnetonka, enjoying your days, Excelsior area. Well, guess what? Parlor is right there for you to enjoy as well. The great Parlor Burger, just an array of outstanding food, great service, and of course, craft cocktails and drinks as well. So check it out. Parlor, 3 locations, St. Paul, North Loop in Minneapolis, and now Excelsior out in the Western Burbs. All right. So Jessi, we were like brainstorming ideas on Sunday. And Jessi, you tell us what your idea was, and then I'm going to let AJ explain how it's going to be executed perfectly, because I want nothing to do with screwing up the explanations.
Perfectly might be an overstatement.
Okay, executed at all?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, there we go.
I'm very impressed with the collaborative effort here, guys. I'm really proud of us in general. No, I like to be, as you guys know, I'm the assistant to the assistant to the assistant general manager anyway. So really wanting to hone in on that role that I play. And I said, you know what, guys, let's play a little GM. We're always giving Billy a hard time, and I look from the outside. It can't be that hard to put together a good team for the Minnesota Wild. So I suggested, boys, let's put together a team. Now, the stipulations are you had to keep 6 Wild forwards, right? Because you can't just go willy-nilly. You can't just say, we're taking McDavid, we're taking Kachuk, we're taking all of these superstar players and putting them together. No, you have to remain cap compliant as well. And Age will get into all of those numbers because I'm not the numbers person. I'm the ideas machine over here. Same with defensemen. You had to keep 4 defensemen that are on the current Wild roster, and you had to keep 1 goalie that is currently on the Minnesota Wild roster. You can shake and move. The other stipulations I believe we agreed on where you could pluck a player from another team. Contracts are null at this point, even on the Wild squad as well as on other teams. So you want Connor McDavid over here? Sure. Maybe we can make that work. So I thought we could have a little fun, kick around a couple ideas and look at what the Minnesota Wild could be in our dreams.
All right, yeah. And now explain, the execution here, though, is going to be contracts aren't null because you're taking on the salary cap, though.
Yes.
So, like, we will get capped out at some point here, and we're going to start Age with as Jessi just said, a certain amount of Wild players already under cap on this list that you're going to have.
Yeah, so I'll pop this up on the screen here for the YouTube audience, but this is courtesy of the friends over at capwages.com. They have this super fun, nifty little GM tool where you can kind of go in and do either realistic or, in this case, probably very unrealistic scenarios here. And in terms of like the contracts, I think we're just more saying no trade clauses, like where people want to play. That doesn't matter. We're going to kidnap them, throw them on a Minnesota Wild line and absorb whatever their current contract is. But if we start this off here, I think we said, was it 6 forwards, 3 defensemen, and a goalie? Is that correct? Or did
you originally said 3 defensemen. Yep.
Did I say 3? Oh, sorry. You're right. I meant 3 defensemen. I was thinking in pairs, but yeah, because I figured half of the defensemen that are in a starting lineup.
So 6-3-1 as far as the goaltender goes.
Okay. So who are we all in agreement that we're immediately saying Kaprizov is staying no matter what?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. So I've got 6 here. Let's see if we disagree on the 6 so that this part can go by as quick as possible. Okay. The 6 that I jotted down last night, you guys are Boldy, Eriksson-Ek, Foligno, Kaprizov, Rossi, and then I had Zuccarello, but I could certainly hear Ogren instead. So from that list of 6, what do you guys think? Or Jess, what was your
That's
list?
what I had too.
Okay, so Matt's?
Yep.
So,
I kept Matt's. Yep.
And Age, you agree with that?
Yeah, I can live with that. The only disagreement I had was I kept Yurov over Rossi just because I figured I would rather just for if we can grab any second line center or or we can upgrade to a top line center, I'd rather have the guy coming in at the entry level contract.
I'm convinced. Yeah.
And honestly, I did have Nico Sturm over Marcus Foligno. Marcus Foligno did not make my cut. More so
I'm fine
for
with that
money
too.
saving. Like
Okay.
it was to try to limit, especially if you're putting those bottom line forwards,
And
right?
Foligno's at 4 million. Yep.
Yep. So
Okay.
Both
So
those are fine.
I'm gonna do what Judd has wanted to do for quite a while now and just delete Marcus Johansson off the NHL. I think we also said Trennan
Yeah.
is
Delete 'em.
gone as well.
Yeah, customize that delete.
Kubel, Ryan Hartman. I know Judd wants to do this
This
as
is
well.
satisfying. Yep.
Vladimir
Oh, yeah.
Tarasenko gone.
Oh, God, this
And
is
so
liberating.
we are keeping Kaprizov, Ek, Boldy. Are we keeping Ogren? I think no,
One,
just
two,
because some of the other stuff.
Yeah, we're at 6. It's 6, so no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can't keep him.
All right, so he's going to be gone, and then out of here we have to cut one player. So are we cutting Foligno?
Foligno.
Or are we cutting? We are cutting Foligno.
That's what Jessie said. She's
All
the
right.
assistant to the assistant.
don't make me sound terrible. Marcus
she's
is
the-
going to be. So we just
Yeah,
talked fishing
Marcus
last
is the
week.
guy-
Marcus and I.
Every turn, he's as nice to Jessie as a human being can possibly be, and at every turn, she just like spurns him.
No.
That's all right. That's all right because I think
Okay.
that sets up really well to get just like one top line bona fide 1C here.
Love
because
it.
I think Eriksson Ek is a very above average number 2.
Yep.
Like that's great. So going down to defense here, if we're keeping 3 guys here, what do we think?
Brock for sure, right?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the no-brainer. I had Zeev and Middleton, but the only one I will die on the hill for is Brock.
Yep.
Jesse?
So
I
that's the 3 I had too.
That's the 3 I
Okay.
had too.
Okay.
So yeah, because I gave brief thought to Juracek, keeping him, but I'm like, I would prefer probably at this point.
All right. So goalie wise, I think we all are gonna just keep Gustafsson, correct?
Correct. That's what I kept. Jesse?
I made a case for Jesper
Oh.
because
ooh.
again of the money saving component, so I could have more money to spend for my forwards. And Jesper, this goalie of the future, is still very affordable at 2.2 million, and maybe he bounces back. So I did both. I did projections for both, so I'm not committed to Jesper, but just being transparent, I did have Jesper in one of my projected just to give me a lot more money to spend on some forward players.
Are the savings worth it? I guess is my question here. Like on Marcus, I totally agree with you. Are the savings worth it? But if you're right on Wallstat, it's not only savings, but he is the goaltender of the future. I could definitely see this both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Age?
I thought about this too, but I think at the end of the day, I was like, well, for $1.5 million
Right.
more, you're getting
Yeah.
the guy that I think was like he was a rock star in net. For
Let's
them
go
last
with
season.
age then. Okay.
Yep, I'm with it.
Perfect. So here's our squad as of now. We are factoring in the Parisi and Suter dead caps, which still are on the books for the next 4 years. But as of right now, we have a cap hit of 48 mil and some change. So we have a lot to work. We're actually under the minimum. So we have a long ways to go.
Okay.
What area do we want to tackle first? Scoring winger, bona fide center.
Jesse, your call.
Again, do we need to change Kaprizov's contract?
Yes, that is something that we have just kind of brushed over here.
Okay,
'Cause
then
we didn't.
Yeah.
Perfect. So
Yep,
we
let's
are
give
going
him
to
The
Kirill
upgrade.
Kaprizov. We're just giving him what number we settle on? 15 million?
I said 15.5 in
15.5.
mine, but
That's
I'm fine with 15, obviously.
I think worst case scenario is where we should go here.
Oh, you hope that's the worst case scenario, my good man.
No move clause, obviously, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So
That's fine.
Kirill is at 15 mil. So that brings us up to $55.1 million of cap space or cap hit.
Okay.
All right. So where do we want to tackle first, ladies and gentlemen?
I say we tackle a true bell cow number 1 center. Unless
Okay.
you guys disagree. Jesse?
Yeah.
That's fine
Let's
by
go.
me. Who do you have in mind?
Yeah, Judd.
Well, so here's the issue. If we're going to up the Kirill salary, like the obvious one is going to be, well, just pluck if you can pluck Connor McDavid. But the issue is if we pluck him, we're going to have to give him a new contract, just like Kirill got, because we're sort of working in this hypothetical world of free agency July 1st, 2026. And he's going to probably be around 18 to 20. I mean, he's going to get more. So as much as I love the kid, Is that where we want to start, or do we want to start with an Eichel? Like, that's what bin do we want to? Because we could basically blow a huge amount of our cap right now on McDavid, but there's so many, number one centers right now to pick from. So what bin of those centers do we want to start in to sort of like try to build out and also get a scoring winger, a Cale Makar, Quinn Hughes like defenseman? That's my question.
I was doing this exercise a little bit on my own yesterday, and I came across a guy who I think might be the best like budget enabler, but also I'm really high on him as a player. If we go to St. Louis and we took a look at Robert Thomas, 25 years old, he's on the books for the next, I want to say 7 years at $8.1 million.
Okay.
70 games played last year, 80 points. He wins faceoffs. He plays on the top power play. He plays on the top penalty kill. So he is a two-line, kind of like your normal go-to, I think, ideal 1C. He can kind of do it all. But I understand that he is not similar to, like, if he played somewhere else, if he played for the Maple Leafs, I think bigger name notoriety. I think he has national recognition, but it's kind of the same treatment I think Minnesota Wild players get at times. Like, it's not a McDavid, it's not an Eichel. So I'm fine with not going there, but that is a guy that I think we should keep in mind if we kind of have cap space stuff down the road.
Okay, so I would say Eichel. You said Thomas. Jessi?
Leon Draisaitl.
Who's locked in. I mean,
Whoa.
it's a lot of
We're just ignoring that option.
Yeah,
Come on,
well,
guys.
I was going to bring him
I'm
up.
fine with
I was
that.
going to bring him up too, but yeah, that's a good one too. So, and if we do that, what's his cap hit now? Because he's
12
signed
million?
$14 million.
14?
And it
Can't wait to
started-
put it in at 12.
and it started on July 1st, so he is now locked in for the next 8 years?
8 years at 14, yes.
Oh,
I'm okay. I'm not committed. I'm like, honestly, I really like my fourth line guys that I've selected. I think you guys will be really like, and then there's a couple good scoring wingers I went to. I did have McDavid in one of my projections, but yeah, it didn't leave a whole lot of room for much else.
yeah.
I think if we're gonna do this exercise, we should at least get like one massive name like that. Like, I think Draisaitl is a guy that we should get.
Yep.
Okay,
Let's do it. Because I've got a big name who doesn't make a lot and won't for a little bit of time here too. So this could enable that move as well.
What a tease setting that one up. I'm excited.
Well, I get some goals from this young man. I like him. I think he's a good kid. I think he's a good locker room guy.
I like it.
Chemistry
So
guy.
there's our number one center
Okay, well,
for the next near decade, Leon Draisaitl.
okay. And now we're down to cap space 26.
26.3 mil.
Okay, let me throw in my name then. Macklin Celebrini.
Oh,
Ooh.
Going into his second year, like if we're gonna, I feel like we should cherry pick one of the recent quote unquote generational talents, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And we just got a center, so Bedard, I mean, he's still, I think he'll be fine, but we don't know yet exactly. Celebrini stepped in, I thought, and was marvelous. Like, I really was impressed. He's going to give you a lot of production. He's still young. His contract, I think, probably has 2 years left on it. But anyway, my point is, I would love to sign Macklin Celebrini.
Is he going to play on the wing, or are we going to bump somebody out there? Because I do like the move.
Yeah.
I do love him as a player, but
I would bump Yurov. I don't like Yurov up the middle. I know that's what they want to start with, but I don't like that. I feel like he's going to be a winger more often in this, even in like the real lineup. My opinion.
Sure.
okay. So we're going Celebrini here
Let's do
for
Celebrini then.
3 or 2C. Okay.
Yep. Well, let's put him at 2C. And now I can just check his ass off.
Because he's gonna be
Sharks.
he's gonna be hurt. Yeah, thank you. He's gonna be hurt like most of the time, anyways. After the
Not for Team Sweden, he won't be. He'll be forechecking like you know what for Team Sweden. Okay. So Macklin Celebrini 2C.
there you go.
Okay.
All right, that actually I think opens us that offsets the Draisaitl money very easily. So good move.
Good call, Judd. Yeah, I like that.
Thank you very much. Look
All
at
right.
that contract.
Jessi, do you want to attack a winger next, or do you want to go down to the defense?
I'm up for either Or I have a good right winger that I think you guys will like, and that
Yeah.
a name that has been. Let me confirm that I put in the right
No, let's
Okay.
do that. Let's do that.
contract information since I screwed up on my Draisaitl one.
Yeah.
God, no, he's up. I was gonna say so. My initial dream one was Troy Terry, a name that we have floated around. I really
Yep.
like Troy Terry. I like him on the right. Still affordable, not as affordable as he has been. Obviously, he just re-signed a nice big contract a
What's
couple
he
years
making
ago,
now?
but 7x7.
Seven.
Who is your
So-
Jess or Age? Who is atop your defense list? Because I feel like we're in prime position to add like a potential stud here immediately.
The one that I had was we're just stacking the left side on my team
Okay.
because you're gonna put Ottawa's Jake Sanderson at the top there. He's decent defensively, but boy, is he solid offensively. Like I think he was close to a point per game. He was really good for them, and I think if you pair him on the top with Brock, lefty and righty, like that's your go-to thing for the next decade. And then Zeev can always be second line with whoever else we want to grab.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's do it.
I like it.
That's probably a pretty solid.
And he's
move
making
for-
$8 million a year for
That-
like the next.
That's what I was
7.
going to say. That's an economical move for a very good player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here in Ottawa. Otherwise, like then now I think it starts to be I don't know how many more major cap hit guys we can take on because now we're working.
Yep.
We have 17 million left to go, and
Now
we
we
still
got
have
to
to
be economical.
sign. Yes.
Economical. So
Yeah,
let's
we
do.
Can we fit in a Brady Kachuk?
No, I'm almost positive we can't.
No. The
He's
Kachuk's.
he was
The
another one of
Kachuk
my
ship
topper
has sailed.
guys.
That's a great one. I feel like your Draisaitl call,
But yes,
your Babe Ruth call, like
It
your
is.
Ruthian home run has been hit. The Draisaitl one, and I like the fact that he's locked in now, and I like the fact that the cap is going up. I mean, that contract at some point in time here probably will seem pretty economical.
Yeah.
Because of where the cap is going. But yeah, so who's the next good player, solid player, but not break the bank player at a win?
he still would be a fourth line winger, and it's not in essence. I kind of hated it because we're bringing a guy back. We're bringing a guy back that's been in the fold that was a fan
boy.
favorite. Brandon.
Oh my
Duhaime.
God, I think I did this too.
Did you too? I love bringing. I thought Brandon Duhaime did great things
Yes.
in Washington. He's at 1.85 million. Bring me back some Brandon Duhaime, right? Like,
I mean,
I'm
at this
loving
point,
it.
yeah, that's absolutely.
That's great because I think I originally went. I was like, let's go big, let's go bruiser. And I went to Vegas for Keegan Colasar when I was
Sure.
doing this on my own. But then money wise, Duhaime just works out so much better.
He's so affordable.
He is, and now it's like I think it's similar to a Sturm thing where not that he didn't know this was his role, but now he's like, this is who I am. Like I know my.
He's going to have a long career.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
I feel like unless he gets hurt, he's going to have a long career. I would not be surprised if he bounces back here at some point too. He just feels like a guy who's going to be effective. He's going to win a couple of cups as a supporting player, and he's going to play for like 12 years.
And he's got a personality too. Like he's a fun guy in the locker room, which I know is obviously a huge caveat for Bill Guerin.
Right.
I mean, they call him doggy out there, which seems kind of like bullying, but I love it. I think it's great.
Well, and look at the intestinal fortitude on that third line right now.
Yeah.
Like you got some guys there that aren't afraid. I mean, Eck is a top, probably. I think it's fair to say this, the way that we have him slotted right now, best 3C in the league.
Yes,
Yeah.
You know,
easy.
like he's the best 3C. So anyway, okay. Should we fill out the? Should we go to left wing now?
I think so. Do you have anybody in mind, Chad?
Where's the list? Can you show me a list?
I think I could probably pull a list up here. Hold on one sec.
Okay.
Because what
feel-
we could do is
I feel like we should go to a list. Because
It's
we
just gonna be a-
we now have to be cognizant of cap hits as well, right? So I feel like I need so I don't throw out a pie in the sky non-starter.
Let's see. Does this show up for you? There
Or
we
you
go.
can just read it. Yeah.
So we've got a lot like over here, all of the cap hit, right? So this is where we're kind of looking
Yep.
here.
Yep. There's a lot of cap hits right there.
I have this filtered by points per game, but if we just go down and find like a Brian Rust is old now though. I feel like
I got one.
yeah.
Yep.
What about Victor Olofsson?
Who's he with now?
Vegas, 1 year, 1.075
Yeah, I'm
mil.
looking through these cap hits too. This is great. Okay.
And the other guy that I also put down, again, not to reunite it, but we could reunite it, Connor Dewar. He's an effective bottom guy.
We're already running
I'm
it back
just saying.
enough.
I'm
Such
just
a minute.
saying.
This is becoming such a Minnesota thing
Affordability.
now.
Plus a special teams executionist.
And
love it.
That'd be a big no on Jason Zucker. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Connor McMichael?
Yeah, Connor McMichael's an intriguing one. Jess, do you like him?
I like that.
That's a versatile guy. What, 24 years old?
Young. I was going to say young is a big thing because I think we're going to
2.1.
that.
Let's do him. That's the type of guy. That's a perfect fit because young, still relatively cheap, super versatile, can play all forward positions. Let's definitely do Connor McMichael.
Okay, let's do that then for sure. If I go back here.
And age, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked you to put up a list.
No, that's fine. You just threw me a curveball, and we're good.
A lot of moving parts right there. That was not planned for in the prep last night as we all grinded through how this should look.
So Connor McMichael here, if we can add him.
There you go.
All right. So now we're working at a little over 13 million left.
Okay. So for those who are actually on the podcast right now and can't see this, bring that chart down just a little bit, Age. So the first line is, up. The first line is Draisaitl, Kaprizov, Zuccarello as one of the wild players we kept. The second line is Macklin, Celebrini, Matt Boldy on his left, Yurov on his right. The third line is Erikssonek, Connor McMichael on his left, Brandon Duhaime on his right. The Capitals are like, where did our players go? And now the only question left forward is who do we want in the left and right wings on that fourth line?
And then if we go down to defense right now, we have a top pairing of Jake Sanderson and Brock Faber. And then Jake Middleton is alone on the second defensive pairing with Zeev Buium alone on the third. And Philip Gustafsson is our only goaltender as of right now. And we have $13.3 million to fill out the rest of that team.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's finish the fourth line. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, Jesse, throw us your grinders. You love the grinders.
You love my grinders. Let's see.
Which is nothing wrong with that. I appreciate them too.
There's a role, right? We got to have a role.
Oh,
I did have one where I brought back Adam Beckman just for giggles, right?
Just stop.
Unbelievable.
The Duhaime one I was on board with. Now you're just going off the charts. Let's bring back Richard Park as a player too. Then
Richard Park.
Can Wes Wall still play? He's still in really good shape.
He talks about it like he can still play, right? So I think. Sorry, I love Wes. I do. I love Wes. If you listen,
not Judd.
I love you. See, none of my I still like Connor Dewar on the left. I'm just saying that was one of my favorites.
Age. Any thoughts on this one on a fourth line?
I'll say I don't want to go Connor Dewar. I think the fact that we kept Nico Sturm and have already brought back Brandon Duhaime is enough to rule that out. If I'm just trying to think here because we could do.
I'm going up my list right now.
Like it feels wrong to not have anybody so far from the back-to-back Cup champs. So like Evan Rodriguez.
So I have somebody I wanted to pitch for defense, FYI, from Mikkola.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, okay. Nico Mikkola. That's a great shout. Yeah. Because I think he's only making $2 million. I'm just gonna disregard Judd. I'm gonna go add him in right now.
Sorry. Yeah, that was I was like right on the right hand side there. I think he'd be fantastic.
Okay, that's perfect. And Age, I love your suggestion. I have always been a Rodriguez fan.
Perfect.
He's bounced around a lot, but it feels like he's usually on good teams.
And I think that would allow us to, no offense to Duhaime and even Yurov, but you could put him second line because he's shown, especially when he was playing with Pittsburgh, that when he's playing with better players, he is a much better player. So
he is a modern day Pascal Dupuis.
Yes, that's great pull.
I love Pascal Dupuis. All righty.
So
You know
yeah,
what?
let's see what I'm just gonna throw
I
there.
have,
Yeah, good.
I have a
up,
potential
Jess?
one, but let me check his contract.
Okay,
Okay.
Sure,
all
it would
right.
fit.
So minimum, we have
Ooh,
to get
all right,
3
I
more
like
players
it.
in.
Daniel Sprong.
Daniel Sprong, who does he play for these days?
I think he just signed a
Because he was
1 year, 975,000 with the Canucks. But I really like Daniel Sprong when I saw him. Like he's always kind of been that bottom guy. Again, it's a fourth line, right? Like
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
need my fourth line to be exceptional. I need it to be capable, and I think Daniel Sprong
Yes.
brings a little bit of talent to that. And again,
Yes.
super affordable.
Yeah, you just don't want to be afraid of your fourth line, right?
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, and obviously it's a player that we saw as an opposition for so long, but I don't remember him being a liability or being, an issue or somebody that the Wild easily ran over.
Is he for sure on the team?
Yeah.
Oh
for
no,
sure.
Jesse, I'm sorry. I just looked it up here. According to our
Oh,
friends
he's now an
at
unrestricted free
Wiki,
agent.
he is
Oh, that's-
in the KHL.
God damn. Ooh.
That's all right. That's all right.
First of all, bad shout out to my Google for lying to me and being like,
HCSKA
yeah.
Moscow. He is in the KHL.
All right, let's.
I mean,
see.
we could just stick him on our team from the KHL and give him $1 million.
Let me see if that's even an
Uh,
option.
No, it's probably not. I'm joking.
It is. He's right there.
Oh,
Daniel.
okay. Then you know
I
what?
mean,
What the hell? Yeah, let's make Jesse
hell?
look smart. She pulled the name.
let's make her look smart.
Yeah.
I need all the
that.
help I can get in that.
Yeah,
department
yeah,
sometimes.
don't. That was not a dig at you. I
No,
have the
I
same
take
problem.
What do you want to give him? How about the 95?
Yeah, 97 or 975.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
By the way, shout out to this cap wages page.
Yeah, so cool. I love
This
this.
is-
I'm obsessed.
And shout out to you, Age, too, for
Yes,
because
Age.
if I was to try and do this, I
Well-
would just start crying.
Immediately when I gave you, I was like, AJ, I need all the money stuff. I don't know anything about the numbers. I need all of that information to
Well,
come
I was
from
like,
AJ.
at first, I'm like, if we're going to do this like flying blind and like jotting down the names ourselves and the listeners or the viewers can't see it, it's not really that fun.
Yeah.
But this is great. Okay,
No,
so
we're in an age where we have technology. It's
our
it's
first,
amazing.
I know. Our fourth line, Nico Sturm, Daniel Sprong, who we have now brought back. We have extradited him from Russia, and we brought him back to the United States and Brandon Duhaime. Okay, so the defensive pairings, Jake Sanderson and Brock Faber, Jake Middleton and Nico Mikkola of the Florida Panthers. So we only need a third right-hand shot 3D to pair with Z Bouillon. Or Jake Middleton. Actually, I mean, we could easily make.
That's
Mhm.
I think that's
Z
probably
and-
where it goes, but yeah.
So who do we want as our right-hand shot third defenseman?
Let's see here. Because I mean, should we I feel like it's cheating to pull, since we already did with Celebrini, to go to like Chicago and take Levshinov, who's going to be a rookie or something like.
We
I feel
probably
like
should
can't
take
do
a
that.
veteran. We probably should take a true veteran here.
I was gonna say in this spot, I would be especially if you were to pair him with Zeev. Like, let's say hypothetically, we're like, all right, let's roll this out. I want that older player, a little bit older, but experience.
How about Michael Kesselring with Buffalo?
Mm.
Because he just got traded from what,
Vegas?
Utah?
Utah.
Utah.
Yeah,
he's
he's a good player.
He was in that John Jason Paterka trade, which I just found out JJ Paterka stood for John Jason.
I would totally go by John Jason instead of JJ. There's too many JJs. I'd go John Jason. I like that.
John Jason Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yeah, but John Jason's a mouth. John Jason Paterka is a mouthful, and John Paterka is worse than JJ Paterka. And
like John
Jason Paterka. I might go by Jason Paterka. John's a fine name. I'm just saying if you're trying to be a unique individual, if you're John Paterka, but Jason Paterka is pretty normal too. So
Let's see. You could
I
go
might just
with
change my name entirely. Danielia Paterka.
Let's see. I feel like how much money are we working with here?
Go back up and check
We
it
have
out here.
6.8. So, I mean, I think we can get away with like a
Luke
three.
Shen.
Luke Shen. Ooh,
You're right.
What's
I
his
don't know if he's a
contract?
righty though.
I guess I'm looking at. I have a list pulled up on like a different tab here, and there's
Okay. Well, read some names.
Henry Yokiharu, Timothy Lildren, Let's see. No, I don't want Luke Shen is here at 35 years of age, the ripe age.
What's his price tag?
He is making,
I think he's 275, right?
275. Yes. Otherwise, you can go Nick Perbix, former St. Cloud State and Tampa Bay Lightning. He's making the same amount of money, and he's 8 years younger.
Okay. And so let's.
How much are we willing to spend on a third D pair?
That's
like Connor Murphy's 4.4. Again, I don't think he's a righty though. I think he's a lefty.
Well, what's our
Carson Soucy?
No.
Do we want to bring back another former Wild and go Brent Burns with his lofty $1 million cap hit?
Yes.
No,
or
he's 40 years old.
Eric Carlson. He'll be in desperate need of a team, I think.
No, I don't want to. Cannot play defense.
Cannot play defense.
Let's see.
We are
Darren Radish signed for $975 this year.
Dennis Savard.
So, who's that?
Dennis Savard.
Dennis Savard.
Zach Whitecloud with Vegas. He's my memory serves correct.
I do like the Vegas blue line. I love because they kick your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go that then. Let's go Zach Whitecloud. Because that leaves us, I think, a decent amount to get some sort of backup goalie. And I don't know if we are going to do the whole we need to get an extra forward type thing. But sure. I think maybe for the we'll check time here. But there we go.
Got a couple minutes left. Okay, so
all right.
Zach Whitecloud and Bouillon now, or Zach Whitecloud on the right side, and Jake Middleton, we should say, on the left side. So what's our remaining salary cap space now? We are at
$4.1 million remaining.
Okay. So I feel like we definitely need a goaltender, a number two that we can trust. One, because we don't know if Gus is going to go back in the tank like he did a couple of years ago. Hopefully not. But also, you just can't ride a goaltender until the playoffs, basically. So we got to get a goaltender here that can be considered sort of ideally, I think, 1A, 1B. Like, so somebody who can actually play, not just a guy that opens the door on the bench.
How much, what's our money?
4.1.
4.1. So we're not swimming in cap space, but we're also.
So you're saying if we had kept Jesper instead of Philip Gustafsson, my John Gibson dreams could have come true, is what it appears to be.
What is your thing with guys that played here and old men?
Unbelievable. You know, my love for John Gibson runs very deep. All right, that man, and he's a solid.
Your obsession with
goaltender.
Old people is really, when it comes to sports.
They're my age. It's weird to not
they're old.
You know, yeah.
Right.
I'm 55, and they're old.
I'll start reading off a few names here of goalies around the league that are making $3 million or less. Charlie Lindgren, Arvid Soderblom, Freddie Anderson, Semyon Varlamov, Stuart Skinner, Nedeljkovic, Anthony Stolars, Cam Talbot, Ville Husso, Peter Kochakov, Yaroslav Askarov, Connor Ingram, Jake Allen.
Judd already knows the name that I'm going to.
She's going to bring back the washboard abs guy. I could
have stopped after that.
I would. The only name that I would quickly stump for would be Jake Allen. But I won't fight you on Cam Talbot.
Well, and I don't think he's the Jake Allen that stymied the Minnesota Wild.
Oh, no, he's not. But he was actually
he was effective.
Yeah, with the Devils last season. So, but Cam Talbot. I mean, Cam Talbot's bounced around a lot. I mean, there clearly is a reason why he bounces around a lot. But fortunately, with this list, we don't need to be real concerned about the character issue or the family. His wife's Twitter account.
Oh boy.
What? She was the one that was tweeting.
I mean, yeah.
I think I missed that saga. I thought there was a different Wild player that had.
No. She tweeted publicly about him and the goaltending and blah blah blah. And I think it. My sense on Bill Guerin is significant others that express displeasure on social channels. He has a big problem with that. Anyway, okay.
So here's what we're looking at. We have our 20 spots locked in. We have $1.6 million to go. That is with no extra players. That is with so if anybody gets hurt here, they're kind of screwed. Yep. But I think for the sake of just having a fun experiment, this is good. If we go through our top line, it reads Kirill Kaprizov on the left, Leon Draisaitl in the middle, Matt Zuccarello on the right. Line number 2 is Matt Boldy on the left, Macklin Celebrini plucked off the Sharks and now centering the second line with Evan Rodriguez on the right. Joel Eriksson-Ek centers line number 3. Sounds like a demotion, but this is going to be a monster line with Connor McMichael on the left and Dania Yurov on the right. And then Nico Sturm. I didn't expect me to want to keep him, and I didn't think anybody else would too. So thank you, Jessi, for having the same mindset as I did. Brandon Duhaime on the right. He comes back from Washington with Daniel Sprong defecting from Russia on the left. Down to the blue line, Jake Sanderson and Brock Faber are your top pairing with Zeev Buium and Nico Mikkola. And that second line with Jake Middleton and Zach Whitecloud, the third pairing. And in goal, Philip Gustafson with Ken Talbot backing him up on the bench. That sounds like a winning squad if I've ever heard one.
I like it a lot.
Think of the special teams too.
Yeah.
That top power play unit. Monster.
And Draisaitl just in a bad mood constantly.
Yes.
Just spewing F-bombs and giving dirty looks to beat reporters and never saying hi to Jessi because he's just wired to win.
Nope,
And he
I'll break him. I'll break him. I
good
broke
luck with
Matt
that.
Zuccarello. I will break Leon Draisaitl.
Well, and you kept
he'll be
Matt's
nice.
here too, and you're putting Matt's on the top line. I mean, if this was a real line, Draisaitl, Kirill, and Matt should get out of bed every day, drop to his knees, and thank the Lord. I mean, you're putting him on a top line that the men and women dream of being on. Hockey players.
My only issue with I think what we like, my biggest glaring issue is that we didn't really upgrade a top scoring like right winger. We got Kirill his center, but
Right.
I don't know. Matt Zuccarello on the top line
Well,
in 2025, 26 to me is maybe an issue still.
I agree with that. I think the choice comes down to, though, in despite the fact we have had plentiful salary cap room, I think the choice comes down to: do you want the big scoring winger or do you want the center? Because you're not going to get them both. Like, the cap constraints still are the cap constraints. Now, if we had kept Kirill at his 2025-26, what cap hit of, was it $9 million?
Yeah.
We probably could have done it. But in fairness, if we're going to bump him up like that right there, I mean, 2/3 of that line is $29 million in cap hits.
Yeah.
So I think we definitely could redo the exercise and blow the center idea out a little bit and go with a big scorer, but I don't think that we can do them both.
But also, I think it's our app. We've been so hungry and starved for a good center, so I think that's why it's very evident we went that route versus putting a Kachuk on the right, like
Right. Well, the question is, do you want a center who is a tick down from Draisaitl to be centering for a big-time right winger and a big-time left wing, and they can both score a ton? Like we do have, we now have a guy, if he's healthy, in Kirill that's going to score 50 goals.
Yeah.
Because Draisaitl is going to help him score that. So, guys, excellent work. Jessi, fantastic idea. AJ, the execution beyond belief. I didn't know how this was going to work. I thought it was great fun. And we have now built a roster. In the comments, we want to know, what do you think? Who did we miss on? Was extraditing guys from Russia a good idea or a bad one? Which is exactly what Jessi Pierce did. Do you like the blue line, the goaltending? Let us know. In fact, we can come back next week and read some of the comments as well.
Yes.
Read some of the comments, and we'll bring that team back. Because that is our all-star team. Because, again, you say dog days of the offseason. I say Jessi Pierce has an idea for every JHS, and I'm here for it. We will talk to you next week on Judd's Hockey Show.